10 hidden signs she's fantasizing about you. Did you know that women send subconscious signals when they're secretly attracted to someone? Science has shown that attraction isn't just about what we say. It's deeply rooted in body language and nonverbal cues. Studies in human behavior suggest that when a woman is drawn to a man, she will exhibit small but consistent behaviors that reveal her true feelings. The question is, do you know how to spot them? Welcome to Infinite Wisdom, your go-to channel for real relatable advice on navigating the complexities of love and relationships. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to tell if she's been secretly fantasizing about you. And trust me, you won't look at her the same way again. And stick around, because we have a bonus sign at the end that's even more revealing than the rest. One, she maintains intense eye contact. Have you ever caught her looking at you only for her to quickly look away the moment your eye meet? Or maybe, when you're talking, she holds your gaze just a little longer than necessary, like she's studying your face, hanging on to your every word. Eye contact is one of the strongest non-verbal indicators of attraction. It creates an intimate connection, often without a single word being spoken. A study published in Psychological Science found that prolonged eye contact increases feelings of attraction and emotional connection. That's because when two people maintain deep eye contact, their bodies release oxytocin, the same hormone responsible for bonding. So if she's holding your gaze in a way that feels intense, almost magnetic, it's a strong sign she's drawn to you. And if she quickly looks away when caught, that's even more telling, because it means she's aware of it. She didn't want to get caught looking at you next time you're with her. Pay attention to her eyes. If she keeps locking eyes with you, even when she doesn't have to, there's a high chance she's been thinking about you more than she lets on to. She finds excuses to touch. Have you ever noticed how some women find ways to touch you completely by accident? Maybe she lightly touches your arm when she's laughing at a joke, or she brushes against you when walking past. It might seem subtle, but in reality, it's one of the strongest signs of attraction. Physical touch is deeply linked to emotional bonding. A study in social neuroscience found that touch releases dopamine and oxytocin hormones, responsible for trust and connection. That's why when a woman is attracted to someone, she will instinctively try to close the physical distance between you. And here's something most men overlook: the more casual the touch seems, the more intentional it actually is. A woman who's interested won't just grab your hand out of nowhere. Instead, she'll do something subtle, like adjusting your collar, placing her hand on your shoulder for a second, or even accidentally bumping into you. If she's doing this often, take it as a clear sign. Women don't touch men they aren't comfortable with. If she's finding excuses to get close, she's definitely thinking about you in ways she isn't saying out loud. 3. She asks personal questions. Attraction goes beyond physical chemistry. There's an emotional side to it as well. And one of the clearest ways to know if she's interested in more than just surface-level conversation is when she starts asking personal questions. Think about it: when a woman asks about your childhood, your dreams, or even your past relationships, she's not doing it just to be polite. She's trying to understand you on a deeper level. Here's why this matters. Women don't invest in men. They're not interested in if she's genuinely curious about your passions, your goals, or even your random childhood memories. It means she wants to build an emotional connection, and the biggest giveaway, she remembers the little details. If you casually mentioned your favorite coffee shop weeks ago, and she brings it up later, it means she's been paying close attention. That kind of active listening doesn't happen unless you're on her mind. So if she's asking you deep personal questions, don't dismiss it as small talk. It's her way of trying to get closer to you, because she's already picturing what that might look like. She teases you playfully. You know that playful way. Some women poke fun at you, call you out, or challenge you just a little bit. That's not random, it's intentional. Teasing is a subtle yet powerful form of flirting. It creates tension, adds excitement, and most importantly, it tests how you respond. Women often tease men they're attracted to because it lets them be playful while keeping things low pressure. For example, if you always order the same drink at a cafe, and she says, "Let me guess your usual," with a smirk, she's playfully calling attention to something about you. She's engaging you, but also making you feel special because she noticed. And here's the key. Her teasing isn't mean-spirited. It's not designed to insult you. It's designed to spark attraction. In psychology, this is called pull attraction. A little playful challenge makes the conversation more interesting and keeps you on your toes. So if she's teasing you in a fun, light-hearted way, it's a great sign. Women don't waste energy teasing men they don't care about. She's trying to create tension. And that tension, it's what attraction is built on. 5. She mirrors your body language. Have you ever been in a conversation with someone and without thinking you find yourself crossing your arms right after they do? Or in at the same time? That's called mirroring. And it's something we do subconsciously when we feel connected to someone. When a woman mirrors your gestures, tone of voice, or posture, she's sending a powerful non-verbal message that she's in sync with you. According to research in the Journal of Non-Verbal Behavior, mirroring is one of the strongest indicators of subconscious attraction. It happens because our brains are wired to mimic the behaviors of people we feel close to. So how do you know if she's mirroring? You pay attention to the little things. If you lean forward slightly, does she do the same? If you rest your chin on your hand, does she follow? If you speak a little slower, does she match your rhythm? If the answer is yes, it's not a coincidence. She's subconsciously aligning herself with you because she feels a connection, even if she hasn't fully realized it. Yet mirroring is one of those hidden signs most men overlook, but once you notice it, you'll never miss it again. 6. She brings up future scenarios with you. Have you ever noticed a woman casually saying things like, "We should totally try that place together," or "You'd love this restaurant, I have to take you there"? If so, pay attention, because she's not just making conversation. When a woman starts weaving you into her future, no matter how casually, it's a big deal. Women don't picture a future with a guy they're not attracted to. If she's doing this, it means she's already imagining what it would be like to spend more time with you, even if she hasn't fully admitted it to herself yet. And here's the key, she won't say it outright. It won't be some dramatic confession of love. It'll be small offhand comments that subtly place you in her plans. Why? Because this is her way of testing how you respond. If you seem excited, she'll take it as a green light. If you seem indifferent, she'll back off. So next time she casually throws in a "we should do that," don't ignore it. She's already picturing it. The only question is, are you 7? She remembers small details about you. Ever had someone randomly bring up something you mentioned weeks ago? Something so small you almost forgot you said it. That's not by accident. If she remembers details about you, like your favorite snack, the way you take your coffee, or that funny story you told once, it means she's been paying close attention. And women don't do this for guys. They don't care about psychologists. Say that memory is closely tied to emotional significance. In other words, words. When something matters to us, we're far more likely to remember it. That's why she remembers the specific way you laughed at a joke, or that you prefer watching movies at home rather than going to the theater. She's invested, whether she's saying it out loud or not. And here's something most men don't realize. She's not just remembering, she's using these details to connect with you. If she starts incorporating them into conversations, like bringing you your favorite drink without asking, it's a sign that she's been thinking about you, even when you're not around. So if she recalls things You barely remember telling her, take it as a sign. She's not just listening, she's interested. 8. She acts nervous or shy around. Most people assume that if a woman is interested in you, she'll be confident and flirty, and while that's sometimes true, the opposite is just as common. If she suddenly gets nervous, fidgety or shy around you, it's a huge sign she's attracted to you. Think about it. Attraction triggers a physiological response. When someone we like is nearby, our heart rate increases. We get a little jittery, and we suddenly become hyper-aware of everything we're doing. So if she's normally outgoing but becomes quieter or more awkward around you, don't take it as disinterest. It's actually the opposite. She cares about how she comes across to you. Here's what to look for: playing with her jewelry, hair or phone when talking to you, laughing at things that aren't that funny, just to fill the silence, suddenly avoiding eye contact after. Being bold a second earlier, she's feeling the tension because you make her nervous in the best way possible. If you notice her doing these things, just smile, relax, and lead the interaction. The more comfortable she feels around you, the easier it'll be for her to let down her guard. 9. She finds ways to spend time alone with you. Women don't accidentally end up alone with a guy. If she keeps finding ways to spend time with you, one-on-one, it's intentional. Maybe she suggests grabbing coffee, just the two of you. Or maybe she lingers after a group hangout, hoping you'll offer to walk her to her car. Whatever the case, she's creating opportunities to be alone with you, because when a woman fantasizes about someone, she wants more intimate personal interactions with them. And here's something to think about. Women are strategic with their time. They don't waste it on someone they don't see potential with. If she's consistently making an effort to see you, that's a massive green light, a class sign. She coincidentally ends up where you are. If she suddenly starts showing up at your gym, favorite cafe, or usual weekend spot, trust me, it's not by chance. So if she's making the effort to spend time with you alone, don't ignore it. Women don't go out of their way for guys. They're indifferent about. If she's doing this, she's waiting for you to make a move. 10. She compliments you in a personal way. Men often miss this one because they assume compliments are just polite. But when a woman is attracted to you, her compliments go beyond the surface. If she says something generic like, nice shirt, that's just being polite. But if she compliments something unique about you, it's a completely different story. Women only give personal compliments when they're genuinely interested. For example, instead of saying you look good, she might say, I love how confident you always are. Or you have the best energy. I love being around you. See the difference? One is about your clothes. The other is about you. Another major giveaway. She compliments things. You don't normally get complimented on your voice, the way you talk about your passions, your work ethic. These are things she wouldn't even notice, unless she was really paying attention. Women don't throw out personal compliments for no reason. If she's pointing out something unique and specific about you, she's been thinking about it, and if she's been thinking about it, she's been thinking about you. If she's showing multiple signs, there's a strong chance she's been fantasizing about you. The key now is knowing how to respond. What should you do? Simple: escalate. Naturally, attraction thrives on confidence and certainty. If she's dropping hints, acknowledge them, hold her gaze a second longer, reciprocate her touch, engage in deeper conversations, and most importantly, take the lead. The worst thing you can do is overthink it or wait for her to make the first move. She's already given you enough signs. Now it's up to you to read them and make your next move with confidence. And hey, if you've been paying attention, drop I see the signs in the comments to show you made it to the end. Bonus point: the mind-blowing signal. She's really fantasizing about you. She finds ways to mention you in conversations with others. This one is huge. If her friends bring up something she said about you, that means she's been thinking about you and talking about you. And let's be honest, women don't mention guys. They're not interested in here. How you'll know a friend casually says, "Oh, she was just talking about you the other day." Another friend asks, "Are you in your name a thing?" because she's been mentioning you a lot. Someone tells you, "She said you're really good at something specific about you." Women are social. When they're into a guy, they talk about him. It could be a compliment, a funny story, or even a random detail about you. But the point is, you're on her mind even when you're not there. If her friends start dropping these hints, you can be sure she's been fantasizing about you. If you found value in this video, hit the like button. It helps us grow and reach more viewers. Subscribe for daily relationship insights and share this video with someone who needs it. We've recommended a video on your screen right now. Watch that next. See you back here tomorrow.